up, peeps? Peep and Tom here. Today I'm going to show you how to make that like O to Oi kind of synth. I don't know how to make it exactly, but this is pretty similar. Here, let's hear. Why is nothing working? Alright, there we go. Obviously, I didn't put any pitch bend on my individual notes here, but yeah, here it is in this song. You can fiddle around with the pitch bending. I just briefly made this, just threw it in this patch because for this song I switched things around to make it sound like this. Whatever, it's just more like full and dancey and shit. But yeah, so let's get into how to make this synth. This one, I think I forgot to put change the pitch bendy thing on it, so we'll do it from scratch. And yeah, okay, new sound. Alright, so how do we start? You go to take this one, first oscillator, you're gonna put it to positive bend, switch it to M-Talk. Where is mono talking? M-Talk. You keep it the same, keep the pitch the same, crank it over to about the T, I think. Yeah, T. Intensity, keep the intensity up. Crank this one to about there. Why is my MIDI control not working? There we go. Crank that to about there. Oh shit, I'm gonna turn off all these effects. Then filter, keep the filter there. The second one, we're gonna skip to the third one, or no, put it in the second one. It's Weedy. Where's the Weedy? Where did I see you? Weedy or Woody? Is it Woody? Oh yeah, it's Woody. Woody. Drop this down to -12, and we're gonna keep this one. We're gonna crank this one all the way up. Crank all this shiznits up. So you got like a kind of like a definitely like a Woody sound. Then band reject. We're going to change, put the filter to band reject. Put it up to in the middle. Crank this guy all the way up. Put the cutoff to about there. Bandwidth straight up to 12 o'clock. Resonance about up to the R, pointing towards the R. Yeah, that sounds sick. Put it to mix 1. What else did I do here? Just put the series up to, yeah, just in the middle there. There we go. What else did I do here? I think I had over here on the insert one, it was a parabolic shape. Put the dry wet up to about the D. Turn the drive all the way up. Yeah, it sounded pretty deadly. Change envelope 4, push the level all the way up, and the decay time down a bit. So the release time down a bit, just because you don't want a bunch of shit like it like trailing off towards the end there, or like continuing to play. Because if you want short, quick, like stabby notes. So you want the decay to be just like quickly ending. Then in this one, oscillator tab, I had the time cranked up to about there. Usually you can put, depending on the song, I'll put it up and down 1 octave. So that means when you go into editing your the glide and shit like that, you can. It shows the range of how far the notes are going to go up. So if it's like plus or minus 12, if you go all the way up on your envelopes, it'll go all the way up to 12. It'll pitch bend to 12. What else did I have here? Did I press this button? No. I don't think I had anything, these things. I had this cranked up. I don't think I used any of these in-depth envelopes though. Yeah, definitely not. Okay, not that one, not that one, not that one. Voicing tab, what did I have in voicing? I cranked it up, put it up to 2. Keep it as monophonic, and put it full inversion over this way. Like that. Rooting, I don't think I had anything global. I didn't have anything. What else did I have? Oh yeah. So over in this one, C2, where is it? You want a classic tube. And then I crank this fucker all the way over this way. Or was it Bronner tube I had? Maybe I had Bronner. I think it was Bronner tube. And then you want to put a dimension expansion on there. Good, and then you want to turn the EQ on. EQ is really where everything kind of comes together here. Low shelf, put it down, because this is more like this is an over top kind of synth. So you really want to crank up the mids. Frequency here, you want to crank this down, and the high shelf over. When you're messing around with your song, because this is going to be like geared towards each different song. So in this section right here, definitely go and fiddle with the frequencies that best fit the song, because this could sound good in one song, this could sound good in another song. Just mess around with that shit. I could have sworn there was something else I didn't hear. How does this sound so far? Yeah, I think I had was it equal rate? What did I have here? Voicing, I think maybe it was legato. No. Oh, it's because I still have it in polyphon. That's what it was. There we go. That what it was? What the fuck? Why didn't? Oh, it turned this up. Sorry. What the fuck? Why is this not working? Polyphonic. Moderate? What? I don't know why it's... Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't put the notes close up together. So you can, when you go in and edit this shit, go into whatever you want on your DAW and go into the pitch bending shit, and like you'll go this one, you can drop it down like that. So then it should be like... And then, I don't remember exact notes that he used, but it's something like that. You can do that kind of shit. I'm not going to use that in the song that I'm making here. But, yeah. So then, once you're done that, a really important thing is you throw your... This is my little, like... what's it called? It's like... Scrub or something. Whatever, I don't know. I can't remember the name of it. But cut off the lows, boost the highs a little bit. Compress it so you get like the sounds like thicker and you can make it louder. Fab filter you don't need. Multiband dynamics, super important. That sounds much better. So you want these things to crank up the highs and the mids, because those are the main parts of the song. Sausage fattener, you can sausage fatten it up. It's always good to have a fat sausage. You can put some simple delay on. Crank that up a little bit. Reverb, always throw some motherfucking reverb on the shit. That sounds deadly. And then, depending on which notes it is, where did I put the... What about this one? Yeah, I think I had it there. This is going to sound weird, but it just has to readjust the pitch. There we go. If you fiddle around with the pitch bending stuff, you can create some really, really cool stuff with that. It's yeah, it's definitely the way I saw a tutorial or something on like the pattern that he used, and there is for sure his one goes like, it's like dun 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 or some shit like that, and on the way he has a kind of like this slidey, the way I have it on the slide here, instead of going, it won't start like this, it'll be like, the pitch bend will be way more, so you'll go way up super high when you do the pitch bendy shit. So try that out, give it a shot. Also, I'm going to teach you today is I got mad questions and I saw like this shit on there that Uber Jack form, by the way, is super badass, and all the peeps on it are super cool. I love talking about music with them. How to start a track. I'm going to briefly touch on that because I think it's something you've got to like learn how to do, and there's things you can do to like cut your workflow in half and just like keep cracking out tracks. Because the more tracks you make, the better you're gonna get, and that's ultimately how you do anything really in life. The more things you do, the better practice you get. So I usually start out with a kick drum. I'll figure out what I want to do, what kind of style of track I want to do. Usually start with the kick drum. I'll just grab a basic, any kick drum, and I'll fucking put it in. If I'm doing a Melbourne bounce kind of style, then I'll just put the kick drum in, and then I'll go and I'll go and work on the offbeat bass, because some notes sound better in different, some bass notes sound better than others. So like a C might sound better than like a G or something in whatever patch you're gonna use. So I usually try to figure that out, because if it's too low, it's going to sound gay. If it's too high, it's not going to work. So if you figure out like a good balance of badassness in your bass notes, then you can go back and then edit the shit out of your kick, so you get all that shit fucking rocking. Once you got a good solid kick kick and bass going, then I'll go into the claps. I won't separate all. I usually do the separating shit, the panning left and right at the end, because it's like CPU intensive when you have a fucking bajillion tracks going on. And yeah, so I'll do the claps. Claps really shouldn't take you that long. I used to use the impulse thing, but now I just fucking do this, because it's just, I can see exactly where the notes are and like where I want them and shit. And then I'll do that, then I'll sit and I'll spend like 15-20 minutes picking out some drum loops, because I don't know, just usually I don't even use drum loops like throughout the whole thing. It's like I'll use like hi-hat loops, but I'll use them in the intro just to make it more interesting. I'll pick out a few and I'll just leave them there, and then then that's the bass, kick, and drums done. And then once I'm done that, I'll fucking load up like kind of like the arrangement. So here I have 45 seconds like an intro, and then a little breakdown, then it drops into like some intro break or a bass part, and then breakdown, bass, breakdown, bass. So, and then I'll just lay out my kick drums kind of the way I want it, and then I'll fucking start fucking with making a lead or doing whatever. Once you're done the leads usually take, I don't know, like a couple hours, figure that shit out, make them interesting, and then you just gotta really start developing a mindset that, like a bigger picture thing, like don't fucking go and put in all the risers right away just because it'll sound sweet on the build up. Maybe throw in a drum fill like build just to know how it'll sound when it'll drop, and you can like part of time in your room for like a little bit and get excited. But other than that, just fucking definitely learn to fucking cultivate like a big picture aspect. It'll totally increase your workflow, because you'll know what to do and what to do next and how it will sound at the end, kind of, once you do this. And it just comes from experience. But do that, then figure out your lead shit. And then what I usually do after that, so then I have something to go by. Then I try to integrate the lead, some part of the lead into like the melody of the lead, or some part of it into the breakdown, so it's not coming out of nowhere, unless the whole point of the song is to come out of nowhere and surprise people. But then I'll try and make a breakdown. Breakdowns are fucking hard for everybody. Sometimes it's like, it depends on the song. I know lots of people have trouble with breakdowns. I used to have lots of trouble with them. Now it's a hit or miss. Sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not. Then what else? Yeah, then I'll do the breakdown, and then really everything after that, it just comes down to just like blending it all together. So I'll sit and I'll, like, for this song it took me like 5 hours to fucking edit the shit out of it. I went and I just like added little shit to make it more interesting, like those growls and shit, and like other percussions, and made everything sound good, like the editing part of it. But the overall part of your track that you just want to make and do properly it should be done in, I don't know, like a couple hours, like 5 or 6 hours. And then the editing process and adding the fills. I always put the fills. I learned this from Bill Gates. I went to one of his like things a couple years ago, and add all your little shit, your little fills and stuff after, and like all your fine editing with the building shit up and like like auto filters and if you're adding like reverb at the end of drops or something like that, all that shit at the end. And then you just keep in mind that it will sound good at the end. Don't go build like one piece at a time and then like put all the fills in that and shit and like the risers and falls. It's just a waste of time. It will cut shit down like immensely. From my experience, this is just from me experience because I've done it both ways, and this is the best way that I've figured this shit out. Yeah, I don't know, if you have any questions, hit me up on workflow. I'm gonna try and make like a video or like some sort of like step-by-step template to go or like maybe like a written like manifesto to show you like what steps to go through and like how to just quickly make tracks, because that's like the most important thing. Alright, I hope you guys found some good use out of this shit. In case you didn't know, I just recently found out that I have a ghost producer that helps me produce all my tracks. It's actually a real ghost, I'm pretty sure. Will cut to a video right away here and show you how spooky it is. I fucking walked up into my room yesterday. I was in the downstairs, and then I heard this like spooky fucking sound, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I walked upstairs, and like the Razor synth was playing the synth, but not the actual patch that was on here. It was like this other patch, and it was like waving and shit, and I like, even when I played it, it was still continuing on the background, and then I left and like turned it off, and then I came back on, it was fucking still there. It was fucking freaky D. So hopefully it's like a sexy ghost producer that will help me like finish off my tracks so I'm done and shit. Alright, yeah, this will be out soon.